Hoses are they're not it's not like tubing. Tubing is a fixed product, it's going to stay there forever, right? Hoses are not. They will wear out. So it's kind of a consumable if you want to look at it that way. Hose Essentials training is very important training. It's kind of a follow-up. We have a hose advisory service that we do, right? So we have an engineer that'll go through a plant and he'll evaluate all the hoses within the plant.
The goal is to troubleshoot the application in the particular system and to discern whether or not the end user or the customer specified the correct components the first time around. And if they didn't, and if the system's not performing the way that they designed it to, the report that we furnish indicates maybe what they could do. Customers tend to view hoses as a commodity, so they take a hose off their shelf, they run it until it fails, and then they hope that they've got something similar laying on the shelf. They don't tend to put a lot of thought into selecting the hose's materials of construction and its size for that application, or how they're going to install it.
It's very important to select the proper hose for the proper application. Just as a quick example, helium and hydrogen are very small molecules, and a lot of people make the mistake of buying a Teflon lined hose.
And that's very porous, so it can let hydrogen and helium through very easily, especially if it's not flowing.
Hydrogen and helium just go right through the hose and they lose it right there. Very expensive gas is there.
So paying for that gas just to go to the atmosphere isn't a very good use of resources.
In our training, we teach people about how hoses are made up. It's good for people to know that. So proper selection of hoses is very important as well, but also how do you install hoses? Some hoses are in a dynamic situation where they're actually moving back and forth continuously, and some are in a static situation. So they have to be set up in a proper fashion so that they last as long as they can.